What is happening, YouTube? It's your homie S Dot coming back to you with another video. And today's video is going to be something that I'm very honored to always be able to do for the homies over at the Transformers TCG, and that is reveal to you a spoiler for the ATP6, aka Alpha Trion Protocols Set 6. Shout out to every single one of them over there putting in any effort into playtesting. All of these cards I've definitely playtested. I want to say ATP 3 and 4, and it's a lot of work. Even with a bunch of people, it's still a lot of work and a lot of printing, and a lot of or drawing if you're Christian. Shout out to Christian for always drawing his his playtesting cards. But it's definitely a lot of work, and I appreciate the work that they still put in. Lately, I've been in and out of the game myself personally, but I always look to come back at some point to play, at least in a couple of formats, and because I love the game. I still have all my cards and everything, and yeah. So with all that said and done, get into the spoiler. Of course, another thing about the ATP crew is they always definitely give me a spoiler that fits to my playstyle. If you guys know me, in the Transformers TCG, I play control decks, usually big boy blue decks is what they kind of call them, where you have one really big guy and then two medium guys, or two small guys rather, or maybe like a medium and a small. But as you can see, we have a new secret action to reveal here, and it is called Dry Gulch. First of all, what the hell is a gulch? I probably could have looked that up before I made this video and answered my own question, but very, very cool card. It is a secret action. It is a one blue icon card, and if you notice at the bottom, it is a star card. So being a star card and that it's a secret action, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Night Racer Stratagem Stealth Mission from the Wizards of the Coast Wave 5 set. So yeah, that's very interesting. I forgot the stars card secret actions that we had prior that you were able to use with this, but they definitely weren't warranted, good enough to play until we got this new card in Dry Gulch. So let's talk about Dry Gulch more. And what this card reads is, of course, you reveal it. The reveal trigger is when one of your characters defends, and then when revealed, scrap one of the attacker's weapons, and attackers can't pierce this turn. Then the defender gets +1 at the end of the turn. Bruh, that's a lot to dissect. So first of all, this card is a Sabotage Armaments. Then it is a Stable Cover. And then, I don't know what secret action, I guess, what's that card called? It's an orange secret action that gives you 1 defense when one of your characters defends. So this card is insane, and for 1 star, and of course, it's a rare, not that that really matters as much, but this card is, well, I guess it matters for the sake you can't play it in Junkion, but this card is absolutely insane. This card absolutely could be a potential blowout, especially towards the late game with cards like Knack, new cards from ATP 5, and then even Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion could potentially, use this based off of what kind of, heads he's using. If you can potentially fit this into your deck, you can also use it there. Another character that gets to use this card very well, who I'm very excited for, is my homie Overlord. So Overlord, if you remember that you're able to start the game with 3 differently named star cards in your deck, well, he is a 14 cost. If you give Night Racer and this her Stealth Mission Stratagem, that's it makes you have 20 stars, and then you just play a 5 cost, and then now you efficiently get to have 5 star cards in your deck, because you get the 2 from the Stealth Mission, and then you get the 3 from Overlord. And Overlord could potentially play cards like Knack. I'd say that Knack's not as good in that deck, but being able to potentially play him from the scrap, being able to potentially play it from Overlord's flips is going to be huge. So I'm definitely excited to see how Overlord can potentially fare in this new wave of new mechanics of Legends, and then we have like missions and things like that now. So there's so much exciting stuff going on, and I gotta say again that ATP, shout out to every single person that's involved with the ATP production. They're definitely outdoing themselves, and everything that they're doing feels like something that the game should be doing. It's nothing like too crazy, too insane, too confusing. It's simplicity is key, and again, I definitely applaud those guys for that. So there's not really much more to talk about with this card that I'm thinking of right this second. But again, like I said, this card could be a definite blowout. You get rid of their weapon, they can't use Pierce, and you get +1 defense. Yeah, your guy's not taking much damage that turn, and depending on how much health you have left. Let's say you have 1 health left, we'll say okay, they only need 1, whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this card. This definitely keeps Pierce in check. ATP 6 seems to be a lot more about trying to get pure orange back into the game, and if you notice, a lot of the cards, if you look from the previews, they're pure orange cards, and they're really good, and they give you bold, etc., but you lose Pierce. Pierce is definitely really a nuisance. And I'm not saying that because I'm a big blue player. I'm saying that because it's just a little bit degenerate how it works. I wish that my black pips, my black icons, like negated your black or whatever. And I know there's a whole long discussion on what the black icon should do. It also shouldn't last till the end of the turn because there were crazy things happening with nitro boosters, etc., etc. So trying to get Pierce in check because it gets a little too wild with like these 10 Pierce 8s, and you hitting your opponent high and hitting them high, and your opponent literally can't do anything about it. They draw stable cover. Okay, I have 13, so I'm still taking like 8. You know, I play in hostilities. Okay, well, I can't use these orange icons, but I'm still gonna scale up my Pierce, and I already have Pierce 3 because innately or from my weapons, and then I flip 3 black icons, so I'm still 6 Pierce 6. So you effectively made my in hostilities do nothing. So a card like this kind of solves all those problems, but of course you pay the price by having to fit it into your deck because it, you know, it costs a star. So again, the stealth missions were one of the easiest avenues to be able to use this card, and depending on how you construct your deck, you might be able to cheat 2 into your deck with stealth mission, and then potentially even play a third, so you have your maximum of 3 copies because of you know, your star distribution. So a lot to think about with this card. I'm definitely very excited for it and ready to see how the ATP community puts this card to use. And you know, yeah, so be checking out, make sure you check out all the spoilers coming in through Facebook on the Alpha Trion Protocols page, and we also have a Discord as well if you're new to the game, or oh my god, there's a Transformers game. Well, we still got a very strong community of between 20 to, like, you know, 30, sometimes even 40 players some of these events every month. So game is still alive and well with our little small community, and we're, you know, the few, the proud, and we're gonna keep it moving. But with that, I'm gonna get up out of here, and I hope y'all have a great day and or night whenever you're catching this video. This is your homie S. Dot of S. TCG heading out. Stay in your progression, no question. Peace.